सूरत कुमार की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु Jaya Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. योगीराम सरतमा योगीराम सरतमा योगीराम सरतमा जय गुरुराया योगीराम सरतमा योगीराम सरतमा योगीराम सरतमा जय गुरुराया राम 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 Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Yogi Ram Saratma Yogi Ram Saratma Yogi Ram Saratma Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ram Saratma Yogi Ram Saratma Yogi Ram Saratma Jaya Guru Raya भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। सर्वं योगी राम सूरत कुमारार्पणमस्तु। Once again, it is the rain of blessings that has made it possible for all of us to do this tapas of Nama Sankirtan. And we have offered the Nama lotuses with deep gratitude in celebration of this. And let's continue to offer the Seva lotuses as well for the rest of the day. We shall go through another story of frog. They're all very, very short ones with a great teaching lesson. There was a forest, and in that forest, a family of frogs lived happily. They were jumping here and there, saying life was very good. And they felt the earth was made for them. The wind was for them. The sky was up there, entertaining them. And then all those creepy crawlers, the worms and the insects, available in plenty. Life was really good indeed, very, very good. So they were all jumping in joy, making a lot of noise. And then the mother frog said, "Oh yes, the whole world is for us. How good the life is. Everything in this world is meant for us. It's all ours." So they lived on happily for some more time. And then one day, a snake came, got hold of two of the young frogs, and you know what would happen. It ate up the two young ones, and the whole family drowned in sorrow. And now the mother frog said, yes, yes, even the snakes are for us, are made for us. So it was the earth and the sky and the wind and the rain and the worms and insects, everything about life was meant for them only. And now the mother frog realized and revealed to the young ones, oh yes, the snakes are also for us. So you see, without the snakes, life is not complete. Now what does it mean? We know that the earth gives us food. The crops and the food, they come from the earth. But then the body grows up with that. And one day, the body will become food to the earth. The earth that gives us food to grow up will eat up our body one day. This is life. Knowing it, if you see life in its full stretch, you understand the end of life as well. And if you keep that in view, what happens? The awakening. Awakening to what? To the impermanence of life and the permanence of the divine. So this awakening, that there is an end to all this, gives us, pushes us towards God. And then we begin to live with God. Now the story of the frog reminds me what happened way back in the 90s, the middle 90s, that is. I remember when I was living in that small room, which Bhagwan named as Sudama, a very small room. I was living all alone. And I was so happy that I could visit Bhagwan twice a day. Life was perfect. And I used to cook something and take with me for Bhagwan. And that day also, I cooked some chapatis and some sabji. And then packed them up nicely. And just before I left the room, Sudama, I was feeling thirsty, and then I opened the mud pot to drink some water from. And what did I see? A frog was jumping up and down, was trying to get out. Poor frog. But then I was shocked. Suddenly it struck me that I had used that water to cook food for Bhagwan. Now there was a struggle, a battle, whether to take this food. Because the food was complete, the packing was over. I was just about to leave. And then Bhagwan drew my attention to this. Now I did not know what to do. But then I decided I would take the food all the same and put forth whatever happened. I could always keep the food away. So when I reached the Sannadhi Street house, he saw my hesitation. He asked what happened, and then I explained to him that after cooking only I saw the frog jumping up and down. The water I poured out. But then I was horrified to know that I had used that water. Bhagwan was very cool. He said, Devaki, was the frog alive or dead? I said, it was jumping up and down. Bhagwan was very much alive. Then he smiled and said, this beggar would take the food. Just for a second, I was taken aback. And then it dawned on me, by his grace, that the water that we use from the river, from the well, even from the syntax tank, they all have these beings living there. And still we use that water. And in the Ganges, even dead bodies float. But here at least it was alive. And then I got reconciled. And how beautifully Bhagwan concluded the event. There was another time, that was back in the big Sudama. And in the veranda, the two watchmen would sleep on the one side, and a little away from them, I would be lying down, and a little away from me, Bhagwan would be lying down. So one day, early as 1 o'clock, I got up and I felt something And then, of course, I didn't mind because I was half asleep, and then I went back to sleep. At 2:30, promptly, I woke up, as I always did. And again, the same feeling came. Something was wrong. And then I got up, and I was going to roll the mat I was lying down on. And then, to my horror, I found a dead frog. And it was crushed under my weight. It was under the mat. All the same, there must have been a lot of liquid inside. That must have all come out. And my clothes would have absorbed it. The very thought was very repulsive. At the same time, I felt terrible that I had killed a being without knowing. So once again, there was a battle. What to do? Then the revulsion took over. I just wanted to have a good bath. Just then Bhagavan woke up, and then the Leela started. He would not allow me to rest even for a minute. He kept giving me one job after the other. He would not give me time at all to go and bathe. And then it came up to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Without taking bath, we came to the ashram also for darshan. And then we had the lunch prasad at Sudama. And after that I had to read out the letters. So it went on, and about 2:30 in the afternoon, he looked at me strangely and smiled. Devki, you can now go and have bath. Now you can go. Now, when I got up, there was such revulsion, such disgust. And all that I wanted to do was bathe immediately, but I had no idea when it got lost. I was so busy doing one after the other that I realized suddenly that the thought of bath left me much earlier. Just didn't matter anymore. And after that, this repulsion, whenever I saw these creepy crawlers, disappeared. So strange are the ways of the great ones, and stranger is their treatment. We shall now offer our today's prayer. Bhagavan, we beg you again and again, 1,000,000 times, for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic normalcy to today's world of violence. So much violence, so sickening. We beg you, Bhagavan, only you can bring in peace, unity, discipline, control, and harmony into the lives of people, so that people will live a dharmic life with remembrance of God, with the remembrance of your name. And again, Bhagavan, we beg you to stop those violent wars with their disastrous consequences, so that peace be prevalent. We also beg you 1,000,000 times to bless this world, all the countries of the world, so that there will be no thought of war at all. And again, we beg you to keep under control those sudden attacks of those terrible diseases and the violent furies of nature like flash flood, the landslides, earthquakes and whatnot. And of course, the devastating accidents. Right now, we have been praying for the past few days for the sake of those workers, the mine workers who were caught, who were trapped because of the landslide, that they were laying a road underground, the Silkyara path to Chardam. And because of this sudden landslide, the pathway was closed and they could not even come out. They were trapped. And the efforts are going on vigorously and rigorously. And after 2 days before, the machine started to work. And now they're hoping that they will be able to bring them out today or tomorrow. So we shall intensify our prayers that they come out safely and at the earliest. It's very encouraging that after we began to pray, that the machine started to work and they could lay a tube right up to the place of the workers and could send all those food material and even the communication gadgets. Bhagwan, above all this, we beg you to uproot all the negativities of the human mind which are responsible for today's world of violence. The asuric thoughts, whichever country people belong to, whatever language they speak and whatever religion they have embraced, every one of them would have to go through the punishment of their past bad karmas. And they fall into severe suffering, and that without help or protection. For the law of karma is unsparing, precise, and relentless. But then above this is the causeless grace of the divine. Let's appeal to its compassion and generosity so that the divine grace would reach out to all those people who are suffering all over the world with help and protection. We beg you again, Bhagwan, to protect all those unselfish people who have been slogging for the welfare of the others. From what? From the unnecessary, unworthy, unhealthy remarks of criticism and aspersion. We also beg you, Bhagwan, to promote the economy of the country and its growth in varied fields of activity so that India would reach the high status of world teacher to run the whole world in the path of dharma. We also beg you, pray to you in all earnestness for ceaseless and joyful chanting of your powerful name and broken remembrance of your teachings and leelas so that we assimilate it and make it into our Atma Shakti. We beg you again, Bhagwan, to bless us all to be only sattvic instruments in your hands and not rakshasic. Please bless our everyday life so that we run it as an offering to you and not be caught by the temptations of Maya. We seek that ultimate state of being, the state of bliss and peace, the state of pure awareness of yours. But then we know that our minds have to be purified. Right at the moment, it's full of the residual latent vasanas, the tendencies of the past karma, and so much worldliness, worldly desires. So what happens? There are sudden attacks of vicious fear, vicious anger, and fire-like harsh words, abuse, jealousy, vengeance, passion, and sorrow. Sorrow happens at every little provocation. Despite all the blessings we already possess, we catch hold of something that we lack in, and then we blow it out of all proportion and land ourselves in depression and medicine. But then, Bhagwan, you have assured that the divine name is a great purifier. It can destroy, like those fiery weapons that would burn up all our karmas, the past ones, and the vasanas, the present vasanas of the mind. We take refuge in your powerful name and seek your blessings for early purification. Wherever we live in this world, whatever work falls into our hand, we know it's all your work, and we should be able to do it in the spirit of service, and that joyfully, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that every one of our actions will turn into Atma Shakti. Bhagwan, please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or grief. For it happens because of your will, your sankalpa, and our karmic account. But then your sankalpa is behind it all. And therefore, whatever comes from you can only be a great blessing, meant for our greater good, for our closer kinship with God, for our spiritual progress, transformation. So let us learn to look upon every adversity as a specific blessing, a specific grace from God to uplift us out of this mundane world. Otherwise, we would wallow in the quagmire of this world, this worldliness. When you begin to look upon everything as a blessing, even the adversities will end up in higher wisdom. And when the higher wisdom begins to take root in the heart, purification follows, and of course, the reflection of God in us. Bhagwan, we beg you to bless us all to be grateful to you, even for the adversities of life. We also seek your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we seek liberation from the vicious cycle of births and deaths, repeated births and deaths. And we are sick of it. We are tired. But then the root cause of this is only our own selfishness, the I and mine that rule all our lives. We beg you, Bhagwan, to uproot this ahambhava and promote Atma Bhava, so that we all be blessed with that immortal life, that eternal life, eternal living in you, in merger with you, or eternal surrender, eternal servitude to you in surrender. In surrender to that eternal, supreme divinity that's you. Jai Yogi Ram Shankar.